So another effect that I use quite often is called Warp Stabilizer. It is very useful. For instance, I've used it when I've been shooting on a boat, once when I was shooting on a train, or in this case I have a clip called Stabilize Effect, and somebody is hand holding a camera as somebody else is walking up the road. Okay, so let's see what Warp Stabilizer does. So under Effects, and I'm going to type in Warp to find it. It's under Distort. So I grab Warp Stabilizer, put it on this clip, and immediately it gives me this message that it's stabilizing. And sometimes I may have to click Analyze it to make it go, but you see here what it does is it immediately stabilizes it, keeping the camera move and the action. It's a very powerful tool. The method, it says Subspace Warp. If I just said Position and played it, it's not as powerful. So the default is really powerful, Subspace Warp. Okay, and what it does is it basically, as you see, it crops the edges, it makes it larger. You could also adjust the smoothness of the warp, so if I increase the smoothness, it may need extra edges to make it smoother. So we're kind of cutting off his feet at this point. So let's see, if I bring it down a little bit, it's just as smooth and we get to see more of his feet. And by default, what it does is it stabilizes and it crops and it auto scales the video up. If I just said stabilize only, you could see what the thing is doing. It's trying to compensate for the movement on the edges. So obviously that's not what we want. We want it to stabilize and crop and auto scale.